welcome back to the channel. So for this Shakshouka recipe, we will need just a couple of things. We've got one large red onion. I've chopped it up into small pieces, and we've got fresh coriander, which we'll be using right at the end. We've got fresh garlic and ginger. I've just chopped it up into very small pieces. So that's all chopped up there. We've got about 5 large onion tomatoes. I've got 4 big ones and a half. You could use 5, depends on how much tomatoes you like. You could use tomato puree instead of tomatoes, fresh tomatoes, but I am using fresh tomatoes today. I've got fresh bell peppers over here. I've used 2 different types. I've used the red and the yellow one. We've got about a tablespoon of salt. Again, you could add a little bit more salt depending on your taste. We've got a half teaspoon of cumin seeds, half teaspoon of turmeric powder, and we've got a tablespoon of black pepper, and we've got 1.5 tablespoons of red chili flakes. I've got cheese, lots of cheese to add at the end, and we've got 5 medium-sized eggs that we'll be using in this recipe today. What I'm going to do is go ahead and I'm going to grind these tomatoes, so I've got like a puree-like mixture, and we'll go ahead. Okay, so I've just added my red onion in about 2 tablespoons of cooking oil. I've used olive oil today, and just going to let that brown. Once it goes brown, once it's cooked through slightly, then I'll be adding the fresh ginger and garlic. Okay, so my onion has started to soften, so what I'm going to do is add in some salt at this point. Again, the salt at this stage will just enhance the flavour from the onion. I'm just going to go ahead and get my ginger and garlic and put that in as well. Now we're going to let this fry off. It takes about 5 minutes. I've put it on a medium flame. Leave it on a medium flame for 5 minutes to allow the ginger and garlic to fry. Okay, you can see after about 5 minutes of constantly mixing the onions and the garlic and ginger, it has become slightly brown now. So now we can go ahead and add in our peppers. Got our another set of vegetables that are going to go inside. To give this a good mix. Okay, so we're going to keep mixing our peppers in. We'll let it cook on a high flame for about 15 minutes. Okay, so I'm just going to add in my cumin seeds again. It was just a half a teaspoon. Just going to sprinkle that. We've got our turmeric powder, again sprinkle that. And we're just going to go ahead and put in our chili flakes and black peppers as well. We're going to let this fry off. So we're just going to leave it on a medium flame and let the spices really cook through and allow for all the flavour to sort of come up. Okay, so we've let the peppers and the onions all fry for a couple of minutes now. So it's time to now add in our fresh tomatoes. I've just grinded it up. Okay, so I've added a dash of water and I'm just letting this come to a simmer. It has just started to come to a simmer. I'm just going to let it cook a little bit more just to make sure all of the peppers, all of the vegetables that we put in fully cook before we put in our eggs. Okay, so now I've allowed about 15 minutes for all my vegetables to cook through. Now it's time to make some pockets inside the shakshuka for the eggs. So I'm just going to make some room. We'll make one there. One can go here. One can go here. And we'll squeeze one here as well. Okay, so in goes our egg in the pocket. And we'll do the same for the other pockets as well. We'll just put in our eggs. Okay, so that's all of the 5 eggs cracked in. I'm just going to allow a couple of minutes just to let the egg cook and for the whole of the shakshuka to cook through. This only takes about 5 minutes, okay, so just leave it on a medium flame and let the eggs cook thoroughly. Okay, so this is what it's looking like now. The eggs have cooked through, shakshuka is now ready. I'm just going to garnish with some fresh coriander. I've got here. Sprinkle that And I've got some green chilies I'm going to add. And I've also just sprinkled the eggs with some black pepper and a little bit of salt as well. Okay, time to take it off.